Hello, so today we're going to do my first build since it's been over 2 years since I've played The Sims. Actually, I remember the last pack I played of The Sims. I quit The Sims with the marriage. I don't remember what it's called, but that pack, that's when I stopped playing The Sims because I was disappointed. I had a whole thing going anyways. So I haven't played The Sims since then. So this is my first time back into The Sims, and I decided, let's build a little starter house. So I'm actually going off of a picture that I have pulled up, just looking for a basic little starter house. And it's gonna come out really basic, but I like it. I like it. So we're just kind of looking at some windows, trying to find something that's going to fit, but we probably need to get the color first. In the picture, they had the panels, so I liked the way that looked, so I just went with the panels on this also. It was really hard getting into the game, just because in like trying to figure out the controls and how things work again. Like I said, it's been a very long time since I had played The Sims, years. And right now I hate how my roofing comes out, because I think I used to be better at roofing than how it came out in this video. I feel like I could have done better with the roofing situation. But yeah, I'm just playing with it right now, trying to, and I caught that it's off, it's not in the middle. But I'm just playing with it, trying to see what looks decent. I don't like how the sides are coming across. But what are you gonna do? It's The Sims, nothing's perfect. I went with these black windows as a contrast to the white, and basically the whole house I'm using the black. I use some black decorations to try to break up the woods that we're going to use a little later. But I didn't want everything to seem cohesive, because I figure when you're just starting out and it's your first place, you kind of have things that don't necessarily always go together. And that's kind of what I wanted to do with this. I didn't want everything to be cohesive, but I wanted it to look like one person lived in this place, and it wasn't just a bunch of people throwing stuff together. Kind of trying to figure out what we're going to do with these support beams. I wish that there was something that matched that perfectly. The color is a little off, and because it's a rainy day, you can't really tell, but you can still tell. And of course, the first time I'd get back into playing The Sims, it would be a rainy day. What I'm looking for in a door, I didn't see, so I'm gonna settle on this one. I think what I was kind of going for was just one or two big panels, glass panels. We're gonna do an overview of this to try and plot out exactly where we want the bathroom and the bedroom, and then the rest is just going to be an open space. I usually like my living room and kitchens to be open space living. So we're gonna play with putting the kitchen in this spot because I didn't want it next to the bathroom. But here we are moving it next to the bathroom. And have to put the necessities. New necessity, a burglar alarm. Nice. I'm just placing down some basic furniture right now to try to map out and kind of size where a living room and kitchen could fit, so that way I can then build the bedroom off of that. And I knew that the living room wasn't going to be some massive room, because I'd prefer to have a bigger bedroom than bigger living room. But it may be because in real life I don't spend a lot of time in my living room. So, but this living room was a little bigger than I intended for it to be, so I'm going to take away a little bit of that size by adding the closet. It looks like we're kind of playing with the walls and trying to find some color for it. And I like the space to be bright and bubbly, which whenever everything's so dark, I just wanted a little bit of color in there. Kind of playing with the wood floors, trying to see what's going to fit. I thought about using a carpet for the bedroom, but after putting in these lights, and I think I'm going to go back to playing with the walls a little bit, it seems too bright, and it's going to be a contrast with the woods that I'm going to use in this room. So we are going to go and just use a wood floor because the floor's too bright. I love a good carpet floor, but it's too bright. I love this blue. I think I used the blue plaster. Yeah, plaster style blue. I thought that this was really, it looked really nice, especially with the the black windows. I just liked how that was coming together. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to put a feature wall, and I settle on this dark feature wall because after changing the floors and the black windows, I felt like this gray for the feature wall, I felt like it looked okay It looked okay. We just have to find a pop of color, a little pop of color. We're going to use this yellow. It has a little pop of color to kind of break up some of the darkness that's in the room. And I wish instead of putting a dresser down, because we do have the closet, I wish I would have put a desk in this room, because I feel like what's missing in this starter house is a desk. Little art. Remembering we don't have a bunch of money, because I want this to, of course, be under 20,000. 18,000. We need a little carpet on the floor because you want to keep your feet warm whenever you wake up in the morning. And I love the fur carpeting. I wouldn't use it in real life. I don't have it in real life, but I love it in The Sims. And I feel like that carpet matches the color on the painting above the bed really well. I felt like it was going to come together and add a little greenery. In life, I don't have a green thumb, but in The Sims, I'm okay at it. I love that I'm going to keep this couch because I kind of felt like I was trying to balance a high-low, where I use some things that aren't the cheapest things that you can find And then also while using some of the cheapest things I could find, or things that appear to be really cheap. So, you know, having a high-low balance. And we're not gonna leave this where it is. I hated these cabinets with this kitchen. It was too much wood. It needed a little breakup in the wood. So we're going to go with these with, I believe, a dark cabinet. And I liked that a little bit better. I'm glad I didn't forget the trash can, because there's a bunch of stuff that I forgot. Not a bunch, but there's a couple of things I forgot, like a toilet paper roll. And there's something else in the bathroom. There's something else in the bathroom other than the toilet paper roll that I forgot. And so the bathroom's going to go with everything else, where the colors are a little bit darker. Because I really liked the black framework around that shower. So I felt like the bathroom itself, if I'm going to use that shower, then the bathroom itself needed to be a little darker to make it a little bit more cohesive. And after that, I did not go back to the bathroom, and I'm really disappointed in myself for forgetting to go back to the bathroom and putting down toilet paper. I am having sympathy for my Sims right now. But back to the kitchen. I'm still not done in the kitchen. There's still some work that needs to be done in here. But this is more towards the setup that we end with. I felt like the kitchen looks better over in this corner than next to or not the kitchen, but the refrigerator, than next to the bathroom. And besides, I wanted to make sure that I didn't forget the sink, and I didn't want the sink to be right next to the stove. So in order to kind of break that up, I felt like this was a good spot for that. Now we're going to look around at these kitchen tables, only to come back to the kitchen table that I had before. 4 chairs seem like a little too much, especially for a starter. It's just me. I just need 1 chair. But of course we need to make sure we put a rug down. You know, I just wanted something simple. It didn't need to be perfect. Now back to, I realized I have taken out the coffee table and never put one back. So we're going to put a coffee table and a rug so we can break up all that brown. But I like how I like how it's so simplistic, and how in the way it looks coming together. And of course we're going to add some greenery, because plants make everything look better. I really liked these plants, this plant thing, so I decided that would look better up against the front wall. And I wasn't ready to say goodbye to this, so we're just going to scoot the other stuff out of the way. I felt like the room needed a little bit more character, a little bit more color, so you know, we're going to try to find some artwork for the walls. Not that that's ugly. And also at this time I'm running out of money, and you're going to see that in a little bit. I was starting to run out of funds, so I needed to figure out how to get money and still not bring the price of the building up. We didn't want to use any cheats in this. I did put this book stand down, and of course that counts as a bookcase, so I may have forgotten I may not have put in a desk, but I did get books in, so that's a plus. I'm just trying to find some clutter to make it look lived in. 'Cause I don't like everything to seem perfect whenever I'm making a build. I like it to be cluttered and, again, lived in. So we're going to put a cup down, find random things to put down, like this box next to the couch and some shoes in the bedroom. Just throwing stuff around, trying to fill up the house. Add a couple of chairs, and right now it was just about adding a little character to outside also. I didn't want it to be completely plain, but again, we're running out of money at this part. I kind of messed up trying to play with the terrain, but we've got that together. And it needs some shrubs. I love lavender and lilac, anything purple, so I tend to favor those more closely whenever I'm doing a build. I don't decorate in a lot of purple, but I will put in lavenders and lilacs, and I love the smell, and lavender's a good essential oil to have. It's really good for you. And I wanted a little grass around the tree just to make it look a little bit more real. I'm going to realize that I've had deleted the window that was there. Oh, I know the other thing I forgot to add. I forgot curtains. And I didn't put curtains anywhere, but there needed to be curtains in the bathroom because I've got 2 windows in the bathroom. So I wish I had remembered to throw some curtains in there. What's the one thing that you guys tend to forget to add into your builds whenever you're building? Mine is usually curtains. I don't know why I can never remember curtains. In the toilet paper roll, I forget that sometimes too. So now I'm just going to add some windows because I realized I had deleted this window whenever I was trying to figure out where to put the closet in. I never put it back. Then kind of peeking around the whole house, the house as a whole. Now I've realized, let me delete some of this stuff because I ran out of money, so I'm deleting the rocks and stuff around outside so I can add some windows. Now I'm going to try, because I hate how flat the back is, so I'm going to try some of these things that you can, like the vines and stuff that you could put on the house, but just ends up, I don't have enough. I think at this point I only had like $200, so I didn't have enough for it. So we're just going to add some lights and we're ready to go. So this is the finished view of the house. I could not get the camera. It did some jerky stuff on me, so I couldn't get it to go in smoothly, and I couldn't get it to stay. I thought I took all that out, and I couldn't get it to stay into the right spot. So this is it. This is the kitchen, and I love how that came out. I'm proud of how this whole house, except for the bathroom, but the bathroom was just, I forgot about the bathroom. But I'm proud of how it came out for it being my first time building in The Sims for over 2 years, since my wedding pack. I think that's what it was, my wedding. But I like how it came out. I feel like it works for what I was trying to do, just making something really simple. Anyways, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you can get more content, because after this I'm going to start working on a Rags to Riches, so please don't miss out on it. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.